hey, hey, hey.
What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Tech Savage. Hey, today, well, first I want to say I just came from the barber shop. Tell me what y'all think of this new cut. Yeah, that's the same thing I said. Don't look like it got cut. So I paid $20 to look the exact same way. But hey, it's all good. I wanted to go over some stuff today to let y'all know exactly what's going on for as what I've been waiting on for Deathstroke. As you can see, my truck over here, I just got my DAV license plate. It came in about a week ago, and today when I went and checked the mailbox, my DAV license plate for the Slingshot had came in. Okay, here it is right here. To give y'all a heads up exactly how these how can I put it, the way that the DAV license plates work, or what actions you have or what rights you have. Give you a heads up. First I want to say to my disabled veterans that are not yet 100%, hey, keep striving, keep going, keep doing what you got to do, keep getting checked out. You got to make it to that 100% because it makes a big difference for us, making your life a lot easier. The privileges you have as a 100% disabled veteran is one, you're tax exempt. What that means for as tax exempt, you get discounts on all products that you've purchased for the first time, or all products that you pay for. You're tax exempt, but you have a limit. Each year, your limit is $25,000. All right, each year your limit is $25,000 for its tax exemption, or writing off on your taxes, where they can't charge you sales tax on new products. All right. To give you a better understanding exactly how that works, I have no problem giving y'all some prices here. This brand new 2022 Ford F-150, it ran me $51,000. Okay, with my 100% disabled disability, with my tax exemption, I was able, my license plate for my truck, for a $51,000 truck here in Oklahoma, the sales tax would have easily been around $2,100 for me to get the tax for this vehicle. Because I'm tax exempt and I have a $25,000 tax exemption each year for a new vehicle, my tax for my truck, instead of paying $2,100 or $2,100, I only paid $300 for my tax for my truck. Alright, that's one of the privileges you have of being a 100% disabled veteran who's tax exempt. You automatically are tax exempt once you make it to 100%. But it only applies to one vehicle per every 3 years. So keep that in mind. This is a 2022 Ford F-150. As y'all know, I went and bought another motorcycle, and I'm calling it a motorcycle because it's my Slingshot. And looking at this, looking at the VIN number and the vehicle type, it says type motorcycle. That's my VIN number. So the Polaris Slingshot, coming from the manufacturer, is considered a motorcycle. Now, your state requirement might be calling it an auto cycle, but coming from the manufacturer, it is still classified as a motorcycle. All right, that's a whole different ball game. I'm not trying to go into that arena. But what I want to bring up is because my DAV license plate came in for this vehicle. All right, when I applied for it, when I had to register and pay for the tags for this Slingshot, cost me 49,000. Okay. Y'all might be saying, well, why did he pay $49,000 for a Slingshot? Well, like I said, I had custom ordered this Slingshot, so everything that I have ordered for it still has not arrived. So if the base model for a Slingshot R is stated 34,000, then the rest of the money that I spent on this Slingshot is for all the accessories that I purchased for it. Now, to give you a heads up, if you're really thinking about buying a Slingshot, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, if you don't have that type of money and you really want a Slingshot, it's best to buy a older model and fix it up instead of trying to do like I did, buy a brand new vehicle and get everything all at once. If you're trying to save some money, get a older model, something like a 2019. I think the 2020s are still going for like 34,000. So you're really not saving no. If you're gonna buy a 2020, you might as well buy a 2022. That's the way I put it. But if you're trying to save some money, I would say go with a 2019 and below. You can get them at a fairly decent price and fix it up. Whereas a 2020 on up, you're gonna still pay the $34,000 for the Slingshot R model, and then trying to get all the accessories like I did, it's gonna be up there. So yes, my Slingshot almost ran me 50 grand on with all the accessories that I had purchased for it. Now get off of that bubble right quick. The reason I'm talking about the tags is because my DAV license plates for my Slingshot just arrived, and because this vehicle cost me 49,000, then and I can only use my tax exemption for one vehicle per year. I mean per every 3 years. Then I had to actually pay for the sales tax, or pay the sales tax. I couldn't use my tax exemption. I put it like that for my Slingshot, meaning I had to pay the original price for my tags, which is this one right here. 49,000. My tags ran me a little bit over $1,800 for these tags. No matter if I use my tax exemption or not and pay for the tags, when I applied for my DAV license plate, it only cost me $11.50. You are entitled to apply for two different vehicles or two vehicles with the DAV license plate, but you can only get tax exemption for one. So my tags for my truck was 51,000. I mean, my truck is 51,000, but my tags I end up paying 300. My Slingshot is 49,000. Since I already used my tax exemption, I had to pay the full price for my tags for the Slingshot, which was a little over 18. All right, but I still fall under two vehicles with my DAV license plate. All right. Now, the next thing I want to bring up is you have to be very careful if you're a veteran displaying or you're displaying your DAV license plate. Some people are abusing the system, and this is why. Well, I can't say this is why, but what has actually happened is Texas, which is the biggest state in the South, has actually passed a Senate Bill 792 that requires all DAV license plate owners or DAV disabled veterans who display their license plates can no longer park in handicapped parking. I don't know why this law got passed, but it did for the state of Oklahoma. I mean, for the state of Texas. Now that it is actually a Senate bill that passed and it became effective January 1st, 2020. I'm pretty sure all the other states are going to fall into suit with that bill. But I want to say, as a DAV license plate owner, the DAV license plate was never meant to be used for disabled veterans to park in handicapped parking. So you had people abusing the system who are displaying DAV license plate parking in handicapped parking, and now they have messed it up for everybody else. So in order for a DAV license plate owner to park in a handicapped parking spot, which is the blue wheelchair parking that you see in some parking lots, they also have to display the ISA blue placard, handicap parking inside, or hanging on their mirror on the inside the vehicle. So as of now, any vehicle that has a DAV license plate that is parked in a handicapped parking spot that does not display the ISA parking placards, which is the handicap, on their vehicle, they can be ticketed for illegal parking. So giving y'all a heads up, you got to be careful about that. Another thing that also has passed is the owners of these DAV license plate. If you're letting your grandchildren drive your vehicle and they have the handicap parking tags on your car, but you're not in it, but yet they're going to Walmart and all these other different places and parking in those handicap parking, they can be ticketed because you, the owner, is not in that vehicle. Those tags are meant for the owner of the vehicle or someone who's driving that owner around in that vehicle to be able to use those handicap parking spots. So if your teenage daughter is jumping out of your handicap tagged vehicle and going into all these different places, she can be ticketed. Just giving y'all a heads up. So it's changing. I brought all this up to simply say, hey, you got to be careful. Still apply for your 100% disability. Keep going until you get it. The advantages are a heck of a lot better than not having it. Like I said, even though I have two brand new vehicles, I was able to save money on tax on one of them versus having to pay the full price on both of them if I wasn't 100%. Other than that, hey, now that I have my tags in, my registrations in for both vehicles, I have them licensed, I have them registered, I have them tagged. Now I'm gonna change out the tags on the Slingshot and put my DAV license plate on here. This is the frame that I got for it, Deathstroke. And now that I have the registration and tags out of the way, because I was worried about how much money I was going to have to spend, now that I got my tags out of the way, I can go ahead and start prepping this Slingshot to get it ready for bringing you all my build on what I'm going to do to this Slingshot. So y'all stay tuned for that. Like I said, I got my tags out the way now. I'm good to go. Now when these parts start coming in, I'll be making these videos as quick as possible. Well, not as quick as possible, but as much as possible, because I know some of this stuff is going to require me to sit back and study what I'm looking at before I work on it. Y'all stay tuned, stay in touch, and I appreciate everyone that's been staying in touch with me. Let me know what's going on with you in your side of the world, and thank you for keeping up with me and joining the website for its YouTube, joining the Facebook group, the GSRC, which is now Group Savvy Writers and Creators. I appreciate everybody participating, staying in touch with your boy. Now, hey, y'all get ready. Oh, and my last thing I want to say is Later Luck helmets did come in. These are all the helmets that I got for both vehicles, the Slingshot and the Black Flash. All the helmets came in. All of them have either Cena 50 Well, all of mine have Cena 50s. All of her have Cena 20s. You got the GoPro 10, 9, 8. She's got the 7 and 5s. So we'll be making these videos once we get back out there. I'll probably make one more video before I start working on Deathstroke to test her helmet out to make sure she's comfortable. To give y'all a long story short, Lady Luck is claustrophobia. She had a bad case of it. So when she jumps in a helmet, she is paranoid. So I had to come up with with a way to calm her down when she's inside of a helmet to help her out. So y'all stay tuned for those videos for the helmet process I went through to get them done. I'm not gonna do them right now, but I will go over the helmets builds that I did just for her on Lady Luck's helmet to help her out. Like I said, because she's claustrophobia. So I'll be giving y'all some information on what I did to her helmets to help anybody else that probably is facing that same type of situation where they get paranoid inside of an enclosed helmet. So y'all stay tuned for those videos as well. Other than that, hey, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I never get the chance to say it, but please like and subscribe, comment to the channel. The more that you all do or provide for me for as the channel goes, the more my channel will grow. Now with the Deathstroke, Slingshot, and Black Flash, I'm constantly keep getting it going. Please do not hesitate to ask any questions either on YouTube, Facebook, or the Facebook group, the GSRC. If you got any questions for me, hit me up. It might take me a little time to get back to it, but hey, I do answer everybody that send me questions, okay? Other than that, that's my spiel for today. Y'all have a good one. GoPro, stop recording.